I did it again. I did it again for the 500th time. Enough of that shit, huh? I said enough. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the DynamiteGizmo podcast, episode 74. Ugh. Shut the door. Damn, boy. I feel like absolute garbage today. I'm not even gonna lie. I still feel like doing podcasting, though. And I'm not. I'll say it now. I'm committed. I've said it before. But this time, I can't give up. I'm at an age now where I realize I keep giving up. Hold on. I keep giving up, okay? And you can't. I always say this. One of the key factors to be a success on the tubulars is the consistency of uploading. Now, whether that still applies today or not, it doesn't matter. Well, it does. And it definitely is a big key factor, and I'm doing it. You just gotta be consistent. You gotta upload. Do whatever it takes. And you know what? There's gonna be days when you feel shitty. There's gonna be days when you don't feel like doing anything, but you gotta do this at least. The podcast has to be done. And I'm gonna do it no matter where I am, no matter what's going on. I gotta commit myself to this. This is what I'm doing. This is what I gotta stick with. You understand? I'm only saying this because the past couple days have been Mark Ruffalo. Okay? If you know what I mean. By Ruffalo, I mean rough. Rough. It's been rough. And I'm not complaining. I hate complaining. I also hate talking about the little issues I have. But I'm just gonna do it because this is my thing. This is my podcast. I'm gonna do what I want, say what I feel. Doesn't really matter. In my head, it's real. Space meal squeal, clothes wheel peel. Get away, sick bitch. Your shit's unreal. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. Okay? So I've been just the past few days I've had this weird mental agony. Like super, super depressed and anxious over nothing. And these thoughts come to my head of like, ooh, what's gonna happen next? Where are you gonna go? What's gonna happen? But then I also think, well, I am 24 years of age. And when I was 16, I would think, what's my life gonna be like at age 24? And I definitely thought it would be different than where I'm at now. But rather than thinking about it that way, what I should be doing is think, okay, I'm still a child basically. I don't know anything. So what's gonna happen? What's my life gonna be like when I'm like 35? Hopefully things have improved. And if by then I'm still podcasting, then shit, it's got to be a success by then, right? Or at least some following. Because that's something you got to keep in mind. Whether or not you have the views now or later or whenever or never. Did I say never? Anyway, just to think, when I'm 35, and if I consistently keep uploading, and I'm still doing it then, you would think something's gotta happen by then, right? But even if not, you still have all those videos to show for, and you can use that as leverage for whatever. I don't know. Who knows where I'm gonna be? 'Cause I don't. I have no fucking idea. I really don't. If you would have asked me any time throughout school where I would be at the age I'm at now, I would have said either director or something in the film industry or writer, or I don't know. It would be something in the art world. Hold on, I gotta turn the gain up. Hang on! David! Can you hear me? Can you hear me, David, now? Is that too loud? How's that? Let's look at those levels. Yeah, those levels are alright. I mean, they're alright. It's just levels. Avicii. Too bad he had to fucking die on us, huh? Avicii. I got lots of good Avicii memories. By that I mean just listening to his music in certain places. I didn't know him personally, but damn, people die. Why do we gotta die? Have you ever thought about death? Of course you have. Everyone's thought about death. Dying. Dimitri. Dingoes. Dog tags. They all start with D. Dicks. Dingleberries. I know about them. I've got a few on me right now. Wanna see? You wanna see? Huh? Well, too fucking bad, bitch! They're my dingleberries. They're my dingleberries. You can't have them. But I want them. Well, you can't have them. What do you want my dingleberries for, anyway? Well, I don't know. Sometimes I put them in a bowl, fill it up with milk. I don't eat it, but I like to look at it. What are you talking about, huh? What the fuck are you trying to do here? You trying to be funny? Huh? You trying to be funny? 'Cause you're not! Damn it, it's hard to yell in this room. It's not echoey, but it's dense. And the sound is just like, BAM! Hits the wall, which is nice. That's what you want. I got some foamies up here. You can't see them. But I'm slapping the shit out of them right now. You can probably hear that. You should be able to. We are the champions, my friend. Got the old Samson Mic still here. The VR88. Fucking fuck. I should call Samson and be like, yo, what the fuck did you do to me microphone? I bought this brand new from a store, and shit doesn't work. I should bring it back to the place I bought it from. Say, why doesn't this work? I've had it for a millennia, and it's never worked from day one. Make it work. Don't make me go to work. Sleepy Tom. Sleepy Tom. You don't know Sleepy Tom? Check out the song called Work, I think. I don't know. Back when I was into my EDM phase of life, I went to a music festival called Tail Creek. Where was it located? It was in a place called Tail Creek. The festival was called Tail Creek Mud and Music Festival, and it was fucking fun. Those, I could say those were the good days, but when I'm 35, I'll be thinking about back to this time and be like, that was the good days. You're living in the good days right now, okay? And don't let anybody tell you any different. Because no matter what, when the future comes, you will look back and you will say, what the hell? I wish I was back there. But you can't do that. As much as you want to, and as good as it feels, you can keep the memories. Please, keep the memories. If anything, keep the memories, all right? Memories are precious. But you can't just sit there and say, I wish I was back in the good old days. Because for one, can't happen. You can't do it. No matter what you think, you can't do it. Maybe someday. Or maybe someday we'll have like crazy advanced VR technology where we can tap into our thoughts and our dreams and live in that reality. And people will be, they'll be so immersed in their created world in their mind that they won't even want to live in the real world. People are going to forget to eat because they don't want to leave that virtual reality scene. And people are going to die left and right. It's going to be crazy. And you know what else? People are going to stop going outside. People are going to get either really fat or we're just going to be all a bunch of robots. Just like, or some combination of both. Just like Wall-E. Just like Wall-E. You know Wall-E? Wall-E! My sanctuary. My sanctuary. Wall-E. Okay. Enough of that. Alexa! Where are you?
I am right here.
Did you hear that? She's over there. In a different room. I doubt you heard it. I was thinking about bringing Alexa in here and utilizing Alexa, in the podcast. It would be fun. But I use it too often. I use it for if I'm in the kitchen and I think of something I need to buy, I'll say, Alexa, add this to the list, and she'll add it to the list. Or I'll say, Alexa, play this podcast while I'm cooking or something like that, And the odd time I'll play a game with Alexa and do all the other bullshit you can do with her. And I let the FBI listen to everything I say. If I end up doing something terribly wrong, they can use it against me. Is that what you think? Because I know there's a lot of people out there who won't buy these things because of those reasons. And I'll just say this. I did not purchase my Alexa. It was given to me as a gift. And so I figured, well, since I have this, I might as well use it. And with that being said, I'm not really concerned with it. If it, it's listening all the time, but it's not like it's gonna do anything, right? Or maybe it will. I don't know. Should I stop using it? Maybe. But until I'm shown some sort of real evidence. Where did that go, Olive? I just dropped something. Until I'm shown something. Where did it go? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Can you see my bum? Hope not. So until... Olive, no. You don't have to be up with me every second. Come on. Anybody else's dog do that? You got a chihuahua? Is it just a chihuahua thing? Or a little dog thing? does not want to leave my side, which I'm fine with. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing better than having a little companion that doesn't speak English or even understands your demeanors, because it's just love. Language. Is language the reason behind all our problems? If we just stopped talking to each other like a bunch of monks, would we feel better? I bet we would. Because you can be mad at your dog, but then it's not like the dog can come back and tell you to go eat a dick or something. So you eventually get over it real quick. And then the dog gets over it real quick. Although dogs are a whole lot different than humans. You could lock a dog in your trunk. And your sister. Put your sister and your dog in the trunk. Or whoever. Your wife. Your grandma. Your uncle. Whoever. Put them in the trunk with the dog. Leave them in there for an hour. Come back. When you open that trunk up, the dog is going to be super excited to see you. But the person is going to be very upset. Why don't we all just become dogs? Let's move to Mars, and we'll all just turn into dogs. We'll be a bunch of puppy dogs everywhere, all over Mars. Olive, what are you looking at? Quit looking at me. I know what you want, but you're not getting it. Go lay down somewhere. Here, go up on the bed. Go up on the bed. Go up on the bed. Come on, go up on the bed. Get up. Get up there. Daha. Can you see him? That bed's very uncomfortable. I've said it before and I'll say it again. That bed's very uncomfortable. It's basically... Get back up on the bed, Olive. Get on the bed. This bed is basically just a big slab of cement. I bet you'd be more comfortable on a slab of cement than sleeping on this bed. This is not the bed I sleep in, by the way. This is a separate room. And that is not... I did not purchase this bed. This bed came with the place. So if I have guests, I say, do not sleep on this bed. You'll be more comfortable on the floor or the couch. But whatever you do not. Well, you can sleep on the bed if you want, but I'm telling you right now, it's very hard. Why am I talking about this? No one gives a fuck. No one cares. I haven't even gotten to anything on the card. You see this? You see this yellow card right here? Folks? This. I just had to get comfy, sorry. This is the fucking last card. We did it. We did it. I said I was going to do it eventually, and I fucking did it. Look at this. Take a look at this. This is every episode so far. In paper form. That looks like a big fat stack. And it is. Crazy. And you know, once I... Or if... Well, I shouldn't say if, but once I get some sort of a following... you go ahead and leave a creative comment in the comment section. And, I will pick one and sign it and send it out to you. And you can have your own little piece of the DynamiteGizmo puzzle. These will be spread all over the world like herpes or malaria or something. So with the last card of the day, well, we did actually talk about one thing on here. Oh, I got a lot of stuff on here. It's a full card. Okay? But a lot of this stuff I wrote down while I was in my little, sad phase, which I'm still kind of feeling it right now, but once I start talking and getting the podcast jive flowing, I kind of forget about my whole anxiety and depression. This is my therapy. The podcast itself. I'll think of it that way, which I already have been. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before. You're a has-been. Damn, boy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Olive, get down. Come on. Come on, boy. Seriously, it's crazy. Get down, Olive. This is... if you don't know, I've switched pills recently as well. And I'm wondering if maybe that is making me feel... Get down, please. Gosh. You don't need to be with me. It's very distracting. It's very distracting to talk to dogs. Look, he's on the bed. Good poopy. So where was I? What the fuck was I talking about? I don't have someone here to remind me. Oh yeah, the pills. The blue and yellow, purple pills. Cool, calm, just like my mom. With a couple of volumes inside her palm. It's Mr. Mischief with a trick up his sleeve. Pulled up quick, you like Christopher Reeves? I can't describe the vibe I get when I drive by 6 people and 5 I hit. Aw shit, I started a mosh pit. Squash the kid and stop the foster kids. The shrooms make me hallucinate. And then I shit, still I start losing weight. Till I see dumb shit start happening. Now Vanilla Ice trying to rap again. So bounce, bounce, come on, bounce. I said, come on, bounce. Everybody in the house with a half an ounce. Not weed, I meant coke, dumbass, sit down. We don't bullshit, better ask around. D12's the bomb. When you're passing out. I don't remember the rest. But my pills are purple. They're not blue, they're not yellow, but they're purple. Which excited me. I was like, ooh, purple pills. I got purple pills. Purple is my favorite color. And there's a song called Purple Pills. There's also a song called Purple Hills, which I believe is the non-explicit version of Purple Pills. Okay? If you remember, E minor and D12. 2 versions of... Anyway. So I saw the purple pills. I thought, there's no way this is gonna let me down. This is like fate. Purple pills is what I need. But now, I've been taking them for probably about 2 weeks. And it's I don't know if it's the pills that are making me depressed or if it's the situation. Tough to say. It's really tough. Too bad there wasn't an easier way to discover what pill works for you, rather than simply testing each one of them. I'm just like a lab rat. Give me a pill. If it don't work, give me another one. If that don't work... But it's not like you can just take one pill and decide then. You gotta transition off your old pills to the new pills, and then it takes about 3 to 6 weeks before you actually feel the effect of the new prescription. So it's a long process, and then even when the 3 to 6 weeks are up, you're like, it's hard to tell if it's actually doing anything. Maybe that's just me. But with this case, I might be going mentally insane. I'm telling you, the last few days, I've just been thinking about weird shit. Like weird stuff. And it's been bothering me. Who cares? You don't care. You don't want to hear about this. And tomorrow I'm seeing a therapist. A chairapist. That's if work doesn't spontaneously erupt as it has been doing, because I work in a shitty industry that I hate. It's called the Oilfield. Say what you want about it. You hate it, you love it. I don't care what you say. Just because I'm working in it doesn't mean I love it. I want nothing to do with it. So, and I'm glad I said that. I'm glad I was, because I've been wanting to say that on this podcast forever, but I always think like just mentioning the oil field makes me want to puke. I don't want to associate my podcast with that gross thought. So I never mentioned it. I may have mentioned it once or twice, but I barely mention it. So yeah, there's that. It's just horrible. And again, if you were to ask me at 16, what are you gonna do? Or if you were to say, is there any possibility you would be in the oil field? I would have said absolutely no, never, ever, 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 ever. It would not even be a consideration. But as you get older, you realize stuff has to happen. You gotta accept certain situations that you don't want to do in order to survive. And unfortunately, I live in a place that only revolves around the oil field. So, you hear that? So there's that, and then when you're in a bunch of debt, which I am, you gotta pay that shit. So it's like you gotta just go. I thought stuff happened, and I ended up in the oil field because of money and blah blah blah, and influenced by others, and it was kind of like a forced thing well, not forced, but it was, if it was really up to me, I wouldn't have done it, but I didn't really have any other option. But damn, it's not like there's no way I'm staying here. I'm not staying in that profession. There's no fucking way. I can't. It's ridiculous. A lot of people fucking love it too. Like, everyone out here where I'm from, they just absolutely love it, and they can't get enough of it. And you ask them questions, and like, I wouldn't do anything else. I can't do anything else. I'm in the oil field. I hate it. I hate everything about it. Oh, and someday I'm gonna get out of it. And it's not like I'm just sitting here waiting for something to happen. I'm working on things. This is one of them. Okay. There might be some schooling I gotta do, which I'm looking into as well. It's so crazy. I was never, and still am not, the type of person. Like, you just know how there's people, you look at people and you're like, he's not the laborer type of person. He's like an office. He belongs in an office, which is what I wish I could get an office job. And again, that's what I'm trying to school for right now. I would forever times love that more. Even though office jobs suck dick, it'll forever be better than the oil field. For me, at least. Me. Other people would completely disagree. But for me, I know I could accept that more than I can accept the current job I'm in. Wah, wah, wah. What a boring podcast. Why are you talking about all this bullshit? I thought we were going to do some funny stuff. I don't want to hear about your problems. I know. But I wrote it on the card. So, it's over. I said it. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Let's move on, okay? Normally I just do the transition flawlessly without you even realizing I transition from one topic to another. But this time, I'm telling you, we're moving on because I don't want to talk about the boring, depressing bullshit anymore. You get it. I'm sure you get it. People get it. You know? We're all a little depressed every once in a while, but me, I've been this way pretty well my whole life. No matter what goes on, no matter what I do, these thoughts come to my head, and then it's like, panic. Let's panic. Panic a little more. Panic a little more. And yeah, as I get older, I get better at controlling it. But right now, I still haven't got a grip or a handle on it, okay? I don't know what is going on. My brain is not even developed fully yet. Do you understand? You just try to live that life. What the hell is that? Something popped up on the screen. Okay, I said I wasn't going to talk about this shit anymore, so let's not talk about this shit anymore, okay? Okay, let's move on. Now, a few days ago, I was editing the last episode, the last podcast, episode 73, and my fucking computer was being so goddamn slow, which it never is. It's always a nice, perfect speed. I don't know. I must have just had too much shit open, and it was so fucking slow, and it really pissed me off. I fucking hate slow computers. Olive, how many times I gotta tell you? No, get down. Get down. Go. Sometimes I write shit on these cards, and I'm like, how am I gonna talk about this? Like, really, slow computers? But I mean, who likes slow computers? At the time, I had an idea of what I was gonna say in my head, but right now, I don't fucking know. All I can say is shit. It was slow, and it pissed me off. But again, that was also why I was feeling this weird mood that I'm in. And I'm still in it. It's baloney. It really is. Like, it feels like something's about to happen to me. It feels like something... You know when... Let me give you an example. Sometimes when you're about to text someone, okay, and you're just thinking about texting them. You're just like, I should text this person. And then they text you right as you're thinking about it, okay? That's like... It feels like some sort of connection mentally. You're like, we connected mentally, my brother. Anyway, what was I trying to get at here? Slow computers. What the fuck was I talking about? Damn it, what was the point I was trying to make? Okay, hold on, I gotta think for a second. What the hell? So the connection, blah, 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 blah. I can't remember. But can you think of situations where that's happened? Like, I remember when I used to have a cat named Gizmo. And I went away on vacation to my hometown for probably, well, it was a month. It was a month. And my cat stayed out here. And then when I came back, she had, run away, which she used to do a lot. Whenever I wasn't around, she would run away. But she would always come back. But anyway, once I was gone for a month, she left whenever. And when I came back, my parents didn't tell me that she was missing. They didn't want to tell me that right away. And then we were just driving home. I don't know, I just felt something weird. I was in the back seat and I was just like, something doesn't feel right. And I just said, I leaned forward, and because my parents were in the front seats, and I said, what happened to Gizmo? Where is she? I just said that. They didn't tell me that she had run away. And they were like, they both looked at each other, and then my mom was like, what do you mean? And then I just said it again. I'm like, where is she? And my mom was like, how did you know? How did you know she was gone? And then as soon as she said that, I was like, fuck. It's true. And then instant depression. But fortunately, it was probably like 2, maybe 3 months, I can't even remember, later, she came back. The cat came back. Not the very next day, but she came back. Sitting on the step, sunbathing. I came home from school, and she's just sitting there on the step. And it was a great feeling. But, it happened a few other times, and then probably last year, I went away to work, came back, and she was definitely gone, nowhere to be found, and still to this day, still hasn't been found. So, I consider myself catless. Yeah. Got any other depressing stories, you fuck? Jesus. It's not even what I wanted to talk about. But I did. Don't matter. What do you care? Squarespace. Visit www.com/ or www.com. Who says W anymore? Just go to squarespace.com / DynamiteGizmo to get your free 14-day trial of Squarespace. Just kidding. I don't have a sponsor. You fucking high, brother? I just wanted to talk about Squarespace because I am definitely utilizing it right now. I'm creating Dynamite Gizmo Productions website. That's right. I got a website. I got a fucking website, but it's not up yet, so don't even try to go to it. It won't be ready for I don't know how long. I'm still working on it. They say it's easy to use Squarespace, which it is. But it's just taking it's a big process because you gotta gather all your images, and you gotta figure out what you're gonna put on each page and how you're gonna put it on each page, and you got all these options, and I'm trying to make it look professional. I don't want it to look like an amateur site. I want it to look fucking good. So I'm photoshopping different images. I'm creating logos and buttons you can press. So that's what I'm doing. On the side, I'm not putting my full focus on the website right now because, well, I am. When I'm in it, I am. But I spend more time doing podcasts and writing and music than I do working on the website because I don't know. I don't even have any followers right now as it is, but it would help, and I will get it out. It will be out by the end of this year for sure. Which hopefully way before this year ends. Because damn, I shouldn't be spending that long on it. It's not like I'm a professional. I just gotta stretch. My legs are sore. I'm not a professional, designer or anything. although I'm involved in artistry, and I used to be big into drawing as a child, but I'm not like, I'm no professional by any means. So I'm trying to make it look the best I can with my abilities. You understand? You fucking whore? And also, I will mention, if you didn't know, I've got a shit album. It was released last year, maybe, on SoundCloud and YouTube. But now it's going to be available on Spotify, Deezer, iTunes, all kinds of shit. And I think June 20th is when it's going to be released. So, if you're interested, go ahead and listen to The Epiphany of Miss Tiffany. That's what the album's called. Oh, stretch. Oh, fuck. Oh, that feels good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, world. Don't worry, this podcast, it's not, if you're thinking, what the hell? This is a shit podcast. You're not even talking about anything. I know. I'm just in a weird spot right now, and eventually I'll get out of it. Yeah, it's just all part of the process. You know, this is the era of the DynamiteGizmo podcast where, you know, still in the beginning, still depressed. And hopefully by 500 it'll be much different than it is now. And much better. And more viewers. And you're thinking, I know what you're thinking. You're like, you're not going to make it to 500. Are you fucking kidding me? You're not even going to get close. Well, you know what? I'm at 74 right now, which is not that high, but that's still quite a bit. You know? And I've stuck with it this long. And I've figured out a nice groove. I bought so much shit for this podcast. So I'm committed. I really am. Okay? I'm in my friggin' Dominican Republic shirt that I bought in Dominican Republic. It's thin, it's light, it's airy, but it's very cheap material. And you can't put it in the washing machine or else it's gonna get destroyed. I talked about it all. Look at that. Good job. Good for you. Good for you. So, should we go to Reddit? Would you like to go to Reddit and read some stuff on Reddit? Come on, boy. Open Google Chrome, please. Open Google Chrome, please. I have not restarted recording the screen yet, so don't think I did. I'm talking to myself while I'm editing. While I'm schmediting. Oh! I got some other stuff on the way, too. Other videos besides the podcast. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. You'll. Wah, bum, 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 bum. I'm getting notifications out the hoo-ha here. Okay, start. Oh, wait. Hit the button. Is it recording? Not yet. It's still not recording. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Hit record. Bada boom, bada bing. Let me begin. I'm about to win, about to me. That's a sin. My computer's being slow again. Okay. Okay, here we go. Any second now. And there we go. Okay. 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 Here's what we'll do. Let's go to Reddit. Reddit. I read it. I read it. I read it. Okay. Scroll down, up, down, up. Perfect. It's working. I shouldn't do that. Oh God. Nothing like a good honest laugh. Am I right? It's hard to get a good honest laugh sometimes. It's very difficult. Yeah. Anyway. Well, that sucks. Subreddit. Man spends 5 months at Rikers Island without knowing his bail was just $2. Oh, that does suck. That does fucking suck. Look at this guy. This is the dude. Damn. Gas station worker takes precautionary measures after customer refuses to put out a cigarette. Oh, let's see. Oh, shit. You just got fucking fire extinguished. What is this? Empty gel container in a sealed Coca-Cola bottle? That's in the what is this thing subreddit. We gotta check the comments out on this one. Oh, there she goes. The fucking red rainbow of death. Or ring rainbow. I think my computer's about to die. It says the mystery solved. So what's the answer? Let's see. What's this? What is this? Is this the answer here? Empty gel. Oh, here we go. Empty gel container in a sealed Coca-Cola bottle. What is it? All right, folks. It looks mostly like ibuprofen. It does not look very similar to ones I have at home, which is kind of a relief. I don't think it's a prank from anyone I live with, but I can't rule out the possibility of it falling in somehow. I get migraines, so I take ibuprofen often, and I have a bit of a reputation as being extraordinarily clumsy. So thank you, everyone. I really was panicking and had no idea what it could be when I posted this. Who knew ibuprofen grew that big in liquid? Hopefully this was my own silly mistake, and I won't be pursuing legal action or social media crusading. Well, hold on here. How is that solved? You still don't know if you did it or not. Yeah, you take ibuprofen. But how the fuck would you have dropped it in a bottle of Coke? It was sealed. Empty gel container in a sealed Coca-Cola bottle. How could it have been your own mistake? I don't know. Let's move on. Dude and his rings. See if we can go full screen now. I've got it, I'm recording to full screen. Look. Wow. I've seen busking acts of guys doing shit like this in person in my hometown. There we go. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. That shit's so cool. It just looks, it's so satisfying. Well, this one's all right. I've actually seen better than this. This one's not, it's not the best, but it's good. This cat in front of a thunderstorm. Ooh, that's a fuzzy cat. That's a fluff. That's a big poof. That's a poof of fluff. Ah. Why would you erase that? Why would you erase that? Why did I click that? Oh, I seen this one earlier today while I was on the toilet. See the guy? Hold on. Hold on. Let me rewind it. Full screen. So y'all can see it. Okay? Muscle Fladuskles over here is doing pull-ups. And then we got this weird guy over here with his ass all quenched. Like, why is he standing like that? Now watch. Oh, I dumped water on you. Ha 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 ha. It's not that funny. What is this? Hold on. Don't know what this is, so let's full screen it and discover it together. He doesn't look too happy. Oh, is that Salt Bae? What the fuck's wrong with that guy? That's Salt Bae, isn't it? He does weird shit like this. Just pulling the bones out and stabs it. What the fuck? Now what are you gonna do? Feed it to him? He's gonna feed it to him. He always feeds his customers. Yeah, this is definitely Salt Bae. That guy's not doing it right. This is retarded. Oops, shouldn't have said that. Can't use that word anymore, right? Am I right? But I mean, come on. Like, what kind of fucking restaurant is this? Just let him eat the fucking food. Via Tacoma Narrows Bridge collapsed from atop of the suspension cable. 1940. Ew. Damn. Wait. Did you see that? Here, let me full screen it. It's called Just Making Sure My Car is Locked. Ah! Funny, huh? Oh, Dunder Mifflin. Being around a fire with friends. That was a great episode. If you've not watched The Office, watch it. I know it's hard to get into. It's a strange form of humor. And I remember back in the day, I never really liked it. It was hard to get into, but then I gave it a chance. Just get through season 1. Just do it. And I swear to you, you will love it. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you're doing. Just watch The Office, please. Problem-solving flowchart. I'm not going to read that. Don't feel like it. I'm not going to do that. Okay. I'll hold my beer. Hold my beer. Oh! Hoi, hoi, hoi. Hold on. Can I see that again? Takes a sip. Oh, wow. That wasn't even that cool, man. Eat, fight, fuck. Is he fucking her, or are they just in a water buffalo fight? What is this? This is promoted. Tired of pixelated, unreliable video communication. Upgrade to the absolute best 4K video conferencing experience. I don't do video conferences. What's he trying to do? Rob this joint? What's he trying to do? He is, isn't he? Put him up! Put him up! Let's see. Let's see. Come on. Show us the goods. Oh, he's running. Can't get out. So what are you gonna do? Oh, he's got the gun. Shoot him. Shoot him. Fucking shoot him. What are they doing? They're just walking around. Okay, let's see what this is. Better every loop. I remember these. Oh man, that's such high. Look at the resolution on that shit. Damn. That's some high quality animation. I mean, it could possibly be people in costumes with a really high definition camera, but I'm pretty sure that's just really good animation. Fuck, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. That's a poop. Oh. That girl had a nice bum. Look at the poopy. Oh, they're so excited. Take a picture of the dog. It's a nice dog. Good boy patiently waits in line to order a cappuccino. Whose dog is it? Cameraman knows what's up. Yeah. Apple announces 999 monitor stand. Yeah, what the hell's up with that? The Chinese guys who made it for 12 cents. Right? What's going on, Mr. Cook? This is Daniel Cook on a bike, on a plane, on a train in Spain. The $1,000 monitor stand. I haven't seen the video of him announcing it, but I've definitely seen enough memes about it. Joe Rogan. Why, dog? Why don't you lose weight? Haha, I'm trying, Joe. If you were trying, you'd be skinny, you fuck. I thought I was here to talk about my book. This is a good meme right here. This is a nice representation of sometimes what happens on the Joe Rogan podcast. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the Joe Rogan podcast, okay? He's a huge inspiration for what I do and why I'm making this podcast. But go watch the recent Sober October update video. Bert Kreischer suggests an idea for the competition, because they have a competition during Sober October, and Tom Segura and Ari are on board with this idea, but Joe Rogan will not do it. And he's got a valid point about the judges, but he doesn't want to do anything unless it has something to do with fitness. He wants to either run as many miles as possible, or who can lift. He wants to do fitness shit. And plus he's got the belt already, and the belt, if it wasn't for Joe Rogan, they probably would have just created a trophy to win rather than a belt. Joe Rogan really wants to take control of this Sober October thing. And he wants... It's almost as if he wants it his way. No other way. And the podcast was like 2.5 hours, and they never came to a conclusion of what they want to do. Because really what was going on is it was the three guys against one. No matter what they said to try to convince Joe Rogan, he did not want to do what Bert Kreischer suggested. And I don't want to say what Bert Kreischer suggested because I want you to go watch the podcast. And you'll see what he suggested. And I thought it was a great idea. And sure, judges are biased, can be biased, and their rationale might be stupid as to why they picked who they picked to win. But find some other way to pick a winner for the competition. There's got to be another way around it. I think what they should do is every year pick one person out of the four. Every year it's someone new. Every year one of the four guys decides what they're going to do for the challenge of Sober October. And doesn't matter what it is, the other guys have to do it. Well, I guess, they could come to some sort of, they could debate it a bit and adjust the qualifications and rules and whatnot. But I feel like one person should be the deciding factor every year. So, Joe Rogan had last year's pick with the hot yoga. This year, Bert Kreischer should pick his idea, and then next year Tom Segura will have an idea. Next year Ari Shaffir will have an idea, and the cycle continues. Rather than, because I'm sure they can all come to one idea together that they like, but something's telling me that it's gonna be whatever the hell Joe Rogan wants. He really wants that fitness. He really, and he really wants. Okay. Well, that's it, people. You know what? We done did it. We did episode 74. Next week, it's gonna be episode 75. 5 away from episode 80, and then episode 90 is just around the corner, and then episode 100. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? When I started this podcast, I never thought I would have thought I would make it to episode 100. I thought, at the time I was committed, obviously, but everything I've done series-wise, I end up giving up. But as I get older, I'm realizing things, and I'm not giving up as much. I'm learning from the failures rather than failing and just stepping away. There's been a lot of fear, there's been a lot of anxiety in my life, and sadness, and it all contributes. And it gets to a point where I become so depressed that I just don't feel like doing it anymore. I say, fuck it. And I give up on it. I have a video called Fuck It. And you should go check that out. It's called Fuck It. And if I get monetization someday, that'll be a video that gets demonetized. But I don't care. I got 2 million other videos. Not 2 million. I don't know how many I have uploaded. But anyway. Oh, one other thing I want to say. Ethan and Ela Klein had their baby. They did. They finally had little Theodore, which is fantastic. I'm not much of a mooshy-gooshy, lovey-dovey, squishy weird type guy. But I will say it's nice to see. It's nice to see positive things happen every once in a while. Because my life is not in a positive situation right now. And even my close friends are in a fucking shit situation too, which puts me down more. When's it gonna end? When will we get to a point where we can not worry and be comfortable? I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. I'm putting in the work of doing the consistent podcast. And it's going to happen. You know why it's going to happen? Because I believe it to happen. And as long as you don't give up, you can make something of it. You can. You really can. Because think about it. Let's say I make 500 episodes and I don't get... Let's say I make 500 episodes and I still have the views I do now. And then, for whatever reason, someone decides, they find my page. And they're like, this guy's got 500 videos and no views. And it's going to be... They're going to wonder what the hell's going on. And then the word's going to spread and other people are going to talk about it. And then it's going to be a little strange phenomenon going on. And, that's just one example of what could happen. But, if you have the material and you have a lot of it, it's gonna get spread around. It has to. And plus, I gotta work on promoting my shit. Like, I can't just upload all the time and expect it to happen. Which, is a method, but it takes longer. But I also wanted to just have a nice baseline of like at least 100 podcasts before I started promoting. Because if I just start promoting my podcast now, they're going to see, oh, he's only got 73 of them, which is a fair bit, but it's not, it's still in the beginning stages. It's not at a perfected level yet. Which, nothing is really perfected, but it's not at a... Olive! Get down, please! It's not at a stage yet where... you know what I'm trying to say. The podcast is over. Just this episode, not the whole thing. So... thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the DGP, Dynamite Gizmo podcast. And I will see you in the next one. Would you like me to say, please like and subscribe? Would you like me to say, hit the bell icon? Would you like me to say, leave a comment to win a title card or a fucking flash card? Because maybe eventually I'll start saying that shit, but for now, I don't like it. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't got nothing to say. I just thought of some other stuff to say, but I'm not going to. Okay? This podcast, this episode's over. It's over. Fucking Blockbuster. Woo! Man, that shit was fun too. If you wanted to play a new video game, you'd go rent it. You'd have to go drive. You'd have to get your parents to drive. Uh-oh. And all I really want is some bacon. Oh, wait, I already had some. It's some bacon. And all I really want is some bacon, some bacon, some bacon.